Well, the cash market has been very strong. We saw it get upwards at 150, which I believe is the highest cash price that we've seen since 2015. We had the cattle on feed report on Friday, so I think you had some positioning going into that. The other thing we've been talking about is the fund positioning, and right now the funds, I think, are about 35,000 contracts net long in the live cattle market, which is relatively a small position for them. They don't typically hold a short position like they do in some grain markets sometimes. So 35,000 contracts is relatively neutral. If we continue to get bullish catalysts to get them excited about being long the market, you could see them continue to add to that. Support prices, a big position for the funds and live cattle would be somewhere in the neighborhood of 90 to 100,000 contracts. So there's plenty of room for them to add if we continue to get that cash to firm up, which I will also add that I'm relatively surprised to see the market holding as well as it has been over the last several weeks, considering a lot of the outside fears of global recessions.
What about the feeders compared to a live cattle chart?
Yeah, the feeder cattle market trying to carve out a little bit of a low. We're getting back to those breakdown points that we saw from the middle of September. So maybe this January contract can get back towards that 185 area. From there, I think it's going to be a little bit of a tug of war between the bulls and the bears at where we go going forward. And a lot of that price action obviously going to be hinging on the back of what corn prices do as well.
Okay, well, I appreciate the comments. And Oliver, thanks for taking the time. I do want to take a look at the Dow. I know we talked earlier about the big strength in the Dow. Let's take a look there right now as I get my frog out of my throat. Okay, here we have December Dow futures 252 points higher at 31,374. So it's hanging right in there with pretty good strength in the Dow, and the dollar now down 90 points at 111,890. So that's the latest on the markets. Oliver, thanks for the help today. Always good to visit with you, and I appreciate that very much. We'll talk soon.